1804, 1927, 1960, 1974, 1987, 1999, 2011. These years represent the billion human population milestones throughout all of history. Humans are estimated to have been around for nearly 2.2 million years, yet 5 of these dates have passed in only the last half century. Population management is a major problem in our world right now, and is not being addressed in a way that it should be. Since as early as ancient times and the Middle Ages, people have discussed the problems with overpopulation in society. Aristotle discussed the best population sizes for various Greek city-states that took into account that it should be small enough for efficient administration and direct citizen participation in public affairs, but large enough to defend itself should there be an attack. Only 100 years later, Chinese writer Confucius observed that excessive growth may reduce output per worker, repress levels of living for the masses, and engender strife. How can we have had the same problem so many years ago, yet still not do anything about it? We think we have more time than we actually do. It is said that the carrying capacity on Earth, which is a measurement of how many people the environment can sustain indefinitely, given the necessities available in the environment, could approach 100 billion if we were still in the hunter-gatherer stage of evolution, but reduces to as low as 2 billion if everyone on Earth had a North American city lifestyle. This seems like quite a wide range, so it would make sense that our current carrying capacity should be somewhere in the middle. This would mean it would still take us a very long time to reach a population of 40 to 50 billion people. However, as you can see from the graph, the world is developing and more people are starting to live in the cities. This number gets closer to 2 billion people, even without any population growth at all. It's not all about how many people there are on Earth, but a large part of it is that we're not noticing is that our lifestyle choices actually have a huge impact on the world. Now let's take a look at the other side of the debate. Underpopulation is something that is very real and is in fact happening in our world right now. Japan had previously created laws that would limit children per family in a hope to control their ever-rising population. Not only did it work, but it worked slightly too well. The population of Japan has been starting to decrease in recent years and is expected to plummet over the next century. Since these laws were put in place, there are not large enough numbers of young adults and children to support the aging population. The increase in elderly people will cause strains on the healthcare and pension systems in the country and in turn affect the younger generation in a very bad way. For us to understand how we can stabilize the Earth, it is important that we can understand both sides of the population debate. Overpopulation can lead to economic downfall due to demand overtaking supply, or collapse due to simply running themselves into the ground, much like some civilizations of the past did so many years ago. Their nation flourished and they began expanding over some of their best farming soil. Eventually, when they couldn't keep up anymore, they started dying and the civilization collapsed. Underpopulation is just as dangerous because it gives us more of a comfort knowing that the population fixed itself. That is until there are not enough of the young generation to sustain an economy to the point it should be and the country begins to fall. Spending more and more money on the older generation and having smaller income can only lead to one thing. It's not necessarily a matter of controlling the actual population, but finding a way to manage the Earth's carrying capacity to a level that is ideal for human life. The change can be something as small as people eating less meat, to as drastic as replacing gasoline-using cars on the road with hybrids. But if nothing is done to change how we live, then our civilization will not last as long as we think. Thank you.